Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be recording in front of my window in my bedroom today because it is so dreary outside and I have absolutely no light in the filming room. So I decided to record here. But how are you guys doing? What is going on? What is new with you guys? I'm going to be giving you guys a little update today on my weight loss journey. So as of today, I have lost an additional 6.4 pounds this week. The scale has finally started moving, and it was a big one. It was a whoosh type of weight loss. And the weird thing is that like I felt it in my body, but usually I'll like cleanse myself out, if you guys know what I mean. And I didn't have that this time. The scale just literally moved. So a few weeks ago, I had noticed that the scale was at a standstill, and I kind of spoke a little bit about that in last week's little update. But the scale just wasn't moving, and I was doing a ton of work, you guys. I was, doing the weights and the videos and things like that, but like I was doing cardio on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays for an hour. And then I was doing like weight training, but more so like cardio with weights instead of just like focusing on weights. And I feel like my body was like in shock. She was like, "What are you doing? What is happening? Why are you working us so hard? We don't want to lose anything. We're like, first of all, in a calorie deficit. You're exercising us to the core. Like, we're going to hold on to as much weight as we possibly can." So I feel like that's why my scale wasn't moving at all for the past like 3 weeks. Also, I was having days in between there where I was going over my calories and I was indulging a little bit in sugar here and there. Not this past week or the week before that, but like before that. So I decided that I think I was just doing too much. And I kind of this week took a step back and I thought, you know what? I'm obviously going to be in a calorie deficit. Like I'm still doing that. But what I want to focus on this week is strength training and not so much cardio. Maybe like one day of like pushing myself with the cardio. But I really wanted to focus on that weight training. The dog is going ballistic. He must hear something. He must hear something outside because I don't know, my window's open. So I focused on my weight training massively this week. And instead of doing cardio with weights, I actually went to the gym and just did circuit training. And I did that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I did my 100 kettlebell lifts. Every single day I did that. And then there was one day this week where I did do a 3-mile aerobic type workout. The walk at home with Leslie. I did the 3-mile. Oh my gosh, you guys, he is going crazy. Hold on a second. This boy is a mess. Oh my God, you guys. So sidebar, I found a picture of him from the woman that I got him from. And it's with him and his brother or his sisters. I think there were 2 sisters. There was one for sure. I don't know if the other one was a boy or girl, but he's like the runt of the litter. And it was so, like, the picture was just so funny. I don't know. I'll put it up here. Hilarious. Anyway, he's just being a terror. He is like a little bullet in like this small little body. And he gets so territorial. It is so funny. He's looking at the birds right now outside. But anyway, so as I was saying, I focused more on my circuit training. And I had one day where I did the 3-mile with Leslie and just, focused more on the weights rather than the cardio, because I feel like, you can do cardio until you're blue in the face, but if you don't build muscle, it's not going to help you define your body, and it's not going to help you like you can lose weight faster, I feel, with the muscle, building muscle, than you can with just working your ass off for hours and hours and hours. And if you like look into it, 1 pound is 3,500 calories, I think. Don't quote me, but I think. And do you guys know what you have to do to burn 3,500 calories, like in an exercise, in just like working out or whatever? It's crazy. It's like at least 2 hours, if not longer. If not longer. I think it's like 500 calories an hour. I think. I don't know. It's astronomical though. So I just find that I was doing too much. I needed to take it easy. I needed to just relax. I needed to focus on my weight training and, doing all the other things like, taking my vitamins every day, staying in a calorie deficit, making sure that I'm drinking enough water. I also did this thing on ChatGPT. I can't remember like the question I asked it. I don't know. I was asking it like a bunch of questions or whatever. And I think it was like about my bowels actually. And it had said that because I told it, like what I did and stuff. And it said that I do a lot of like cold foods and a lot of like ice water and stuff like that. And it said that for like digestion and things like that, like if I was having issues or just like normal like gut stuff, it said that you should be doing more warm things, like less salads, like less cold salads, and more like warm foods, more warm liquids. It had to do with like some kind of like Chinese something or other. I don't know. I can't remember. But it was really interesting. Like they talked about how digesting warm liquids and warm foods are easier on the gut than putting something cold in. As right now I'm having like cold iced pickle juice because I'm trying to get my electrolytes in. Also what I am doing right now is my schedule with my eating kind of looks like this. I'm trying to get in a 48-hour fast once a week until I get to, I know I shouldn't be focused on like a number per se, but until I get to a certain point in my weight loss, I would like to do a 48-hour fast once a week. And that means that Thursday, my last meal will be at like between 3 and 5 p.m. And then I will fast all day Friday. And then Saturday, I will break that fast at 3 to 5 p.m. or whatever, which will give me a 48-hour fast. And it seemed to work. The problem day for me is not Friday. It's not Friday not eating all day because I'm already used to eating OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. So that doesn't hinder me on Friday. I'm just like, 5 o'clock rolls around when I normally eat and I just need to have like a cup of a bone broth or something like that. And I'm fine and I can get through the night and my blood sugars don't like dip down into a dangerous level, or I don't feel like that panicky. I did have a little panicky moment last weekend. It was on the Saturday and it was like at noon. And I kind of felt a little bit, but I think I felt a little bit claustrophobic because I was in the car and I like had a little panic moment and it passed very, very fast. And I think that's going to go up on tomorrow's weekend vlog. I'll kind of talk about that a little bit more. I don't know if I touched on it or not. I think I did. I am doing, the fast and stuff, the 48-hour fast. Fridays, I just breeze right through. Saturdays, today, the day that I'm recording, I do sometimes have a little bit of an issue kind of in the afternoon. But that's when I need to up my electrolytes, have some bone broth, and meditate and just try to get through it. So I've been doing pretty good though, you guys. And I just want to say, whoever is watching these videos, I know they're not that interesting. I know I don't have a lot of views, but thank you guys so much for just watching me through this journey and like listening to what I have to say. And your comments are all definitely appreciated. But if you guys could comment on this video and let me know like first of all, where you guys are in your weight loss journey, because I would love to know, like, are you still wanting to lose weight? Are you maintaining? Are you just starting out and you like don't really know, you know, like what's going on? You want to get like advice or something? I would just like to know like where you guys are in your weight loss journey and where and like what your end goal is. You know what I mean? Like, is your end goal a number? Is your end goal just like you feeling better, or is your end goal trying to get, you know, like your like medical tests, like let's say you have like cholesterol or sugars or whatever in like a normal range? What is your end goal? And also let me know like where you're from, because I would love to know like if we have anybody overseas watching, or if it's like all in the United States. I don't know, it's just interesting to me to see where everybody is watching these videos from. But thank you guys so much for watching this week. Here is to another week. I don't really expect to lose any weight this next week, just because I lost so much weight this week. Like, this was a lot. And surprisingly enough, I thought that I wasn't going to be losing any weight this week because I have been upping my salt intake. So on the fasting days and like when you're on keto and stuff like that, you lose a ton of water. So you need to replenish that water. And I kind of got rid of the liquid IV. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just doing straight up real salt. It's like a company. It's like a very, very good, clean sea salt. And I'm also doing Celtic sea salt in my water along with pickle juice. And I'm surprised. I thought my body was going to be like retaining a bunch of water, and I just was going to be at a standstill this week because I have upped my salt intake so much. But no, it went. All that weight, all that fat just left me. And I have been feeling like snatched more like in my waist and stuff. I feel smaller like up here. So yeah, we're doing good. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope you guys all have a great Saturday. God bless. And don't forget to comment. Okay, bye everyone.